Good morning, students. So, we are done with case 1, that is when reserves and accumulated profit and losses are transferred to the capital account. Today, we would be starting our case 2, that is, write down, when reserves and accumulated losses or profits are not to be transferred to capital accounts. So till yesterday the problems we were working out is कि कोई भी रिजर्व रहता है, बोले जनरल रिजर्व, वर्कमेंस कॉम्पेंसेशन रिजर्व, इन्वेस्टमेंट फ्लक्चुएटिंग रिजर्व, we were transferring it to our old partners capital account in their old ratio, right? So in this case what will we do? Let me give you an example and explain you. Say the old ratio between the three partners is 1:1:1 and the new ratio is 3:2:1. Say for example the general reserve is rupees 60,000. So in this case, if according to the old ratio, what would be the reserves for A, B and C? It would be 20,000, 20,000 and 20,000. But according to the new ratio, what is the reserve? 30,000, 20,000 and 10,000. अब इस केस में ये पार्टनर्स क्या डिसाइड करते हैं कि जो ये जनरल रिजर्व है, हम अपना प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो चेंज करने के बाद पार्टनर्स को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नहीं करेंगे. क्यों नहीं करेंगे? से इन फ्यूचर कोई प्रॉब्लम आती है, कुछ अनसर्टेनिटी आती है, सो दे विल नॉट बी हैविंग एनी रिजर्व. तो इनके हाथ में रिजर्व नहीं आएगा टू मीट दैट अनसर्टेनिटी. तो ये एक दूसरे में डिसाइड करते हैं कि ये फ्यूचर में हम ऐसे ही रखेंगे एंड जब भी फ्यूचर में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना रहेगा तो हम उसको न्यू प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो दैट इज 3:2:1 में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे. बट नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इन केस ऑफ ए? He gains 10,000 rupees, right? Old profit sharing ratio it was 20,000. New profit sharing ratio it is 30,000. So he gains 10,000. तो ये तो बहुत खुश हो जाएगा, भाई मुझे तो 10,000 का फायदा हुआ. What happens to B? कुछ नहीं. It is normal. ना profit ना loss. And what happens to C? It is a loss of 10,000. तो ये तो दुखी हो जाएगा कि मुझे तो loss हो रहा है 10,000 का. So now what will happen? A and C will talk to themselves that we will not distribute the reserve among ourselves, but that you take 10,000 from me today itself. तो out of 30,000, A C को आज ही 10,000 दे रहा है. So if he is paying 10,000 and in future if they are distributing the reserve in the profit sharing ratio 3:2:1, A may be getting 30,000 in future. But आज की डेट में उसने क्या किया? He has already given 10,000 to C, right? So in such a case, what will be the entry? It is nothing but gaining partners capital account debited to sacrificing partners capital account. This will be the journal entry. So first thing is we need to find out the gain or sacrifice ratio. So what is the formula for this? It is nothing but old ratio minus new ratio. So what is the old ratio of A? So it is 1/3 minus 3/6. So what is the LCM? 6. So 2 minus 3 we get 1/6. What is it for B? 1/3 minus 2/6. So it will be 2 minus 2, that is 0. For C it is 1/3 minus 1/6, which is 2 minus 1, which is 1/6. So what happens to A? He gains the ratio 1/6. B का कुछ नहीं. And what happens to C? He sacrifices it. So now what is the journal entry? Gaining partners capital account to sacrificing partners capital account. What is the reserve? 60,000 and what is the ratio? 1/6. तो कितना मिला? 10,000, 10,000. राइट। एंड ए और सी ने ऑलरेडी बात कर ली थी कि मैं 10,000 रुपये अभी दे दूंगा आज की डेट में. सो दिस इज हाउ वी वर्क आउट द प्रॉब्लम व्हेन दे हैव गिवन अस reserves and accumulated profit are not to be transferred to capital account. So there are two cases for accumulated reserves. Case 1 क्या था? Transfer the reserves to capital account. Case 2 क्या था? Do not transfer to capital account. So in case 1, what was the journal entry? General reserve or any other reserve to capital account. And in case B, what is the journal entry? Gaining partners capital account to sacrificing partners capital account. Clear? So let us work out an illustration so that you would understand it in a much better way. Take down illustration 30. X, Y, Z sharing profit and loss in the ratio 1:2:2 decide to share future profit equally. On that date, profit and loss showed a credit balance of 1,20,000. Partners do not want to distribute the profit but prefer to record the change in the profit sharing ratio by passing an adjustment entry. You are required to give an adjustment entry. So what is the old ratio? 1:2:2. What is the new ratio? Equal. So 1:1:1. So first we need to find out sacrifice or gain. We have X, Y, Z. So what is the old ratio? Old ratio minus new ratio. 1/5 minus 1/3. What is the LCM? 15. So 3 minus 5 we get 2/15. Next it is 2/5 minus 1/3. Again LCM is 15. 6 minus 5, that is 1/15. Next again 2/5 minus 1/3. 6 minus 5/15, that is 1/15. So what happens to X? From 3 it has been 5. What is happened to Y? Sacrifice. And Z is also sacrifice. So what will be the journal entry? Write down. Journal entry, draw the format, date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. So what is the date? 1st April 2016. And what will be the journal entry? Gaining partners capital account to sacrificing partners capital account. So who has gained here? X. So X capital account debited to Y's capital account to Z's capital account. So how much is the profit and loss account balance? 1,20,000. And what is the gaining share of X? 2/15. So 1,20,000 into 2/15 we get 16,000. Then 1,20,000 into 1/15 it is 8,000 for Y and 8,000 for X. Write down the narration. Adjustment for profit and loss account balance on change in profit sharing ratio. So clear? We are done with the topic of accumulated reserves and surplus. Now the last topic which is remaining in the chapter is revaluation of assets and liabilities. So write down accounting for revaluation of assets and liabilities when there is a change in the profit sharing ratio among the existing partners. Again, let me give you an example before I start what is revaluation and go to the very theory part. So say for example, old ratio is 1:1:1 and the partners decide to share in the ratio 2:3:2:1. So पहले चीज तो आप ये बताओ, say for example दिस इज द रेशियो इन द ईयर 2010. तो जो भी आपके पास एसेट्स होंगे आपके फर्म में, विल द वैल्यू बी द सेम इन 2020? नो, राइट? से फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने लैंड ली थी 2010 में फॉर 1 लाख रुपीज. सो in 2020 will the value of the land be the same? No, it will increase or decrease. Same with machinery, will it be the same? No. So there is going to be a change in your assets or your liabilities, and that is the reason we need to revalue the assets and liabilities before we change the ratio. So before we change the profit sharing ratio, it is very important that we revalue the assets and liabilities according to the old profit sharing ratio among the partners. So we need to prepare a separate account which is known as revaluation account. तो सबसे पहले revaluation account is a nominal account. And what is the rule for nominal account? Debit all expenses, credit all incomes. So it is an account. तो हम एक account बनाएंगे. We'll have debit side, credit side. So जितने भी expenses रहेंगे that will be recorded on the debit side and all the incomes will be recorded in the credit side. Now say for example you have a asset and the value of the asset was 1 lakh when you started the firm. But while you're changing the profit sharing ratio, the value of the asset is 2 lakh. So now the value of the asset is increased or decreased? It is increased by how much? 1 lakh rupees. So is it an income or an expense to your firm? It is a income to your firm. So it will be written on the credit side. Increase in assets. Say for example the value of machinery or any asset which was purchased was 2 lakh and in current year it is 1 lakh. So what has happened? There is a decrease in the value of asset. So is it an income or expense to the firm? It is a expense. So it will be written on the debit side, decrease in value of assets. Same goes with liability. Say आपकी liability थी, आपको पे करना था creditors को 1 लाख रुपीस, बट फिर थोड़े साल बाद वो उसने बोला जाने दो, 2,000 रुपये कम दे दो या 50,000 रुपये कम दे दो. ऐसा होता नहीं है. बस से फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो ऐसे केस में क्या होगा? आपकी लाइबिलिटी रिड्यूस हो रही है. सो इफ योर लाइबिलिटी इज रिड्यूसिंग, इज इट अ इनकम और द एक्सपेंस? इट इज अ income for you. So where will it be written? It will be written on the credit side. Decrease in liability. Right? And when there is an increase in liability, say आपने पहले आपके फर्म में लोन नहीं था, but then later you took a loan from the bank. So what happens in this case? There is an increase in liability. So whenever a liability is increasing, it is a expense. Correct? So increase in asset or decrease in liability will be written on the credit side. Decrease in asset and increase in liability will be written on the debit side. Then you will balance your revaluation account. If your credit side is more than the debit side, so what balance we get? This will be profit on revaluation. तो ये जो प्रॉफिट है आप पार्टनर्स को ट्रांसफर करेंगे इन देयर old profit sharing ratio. And if your debit is more than the credit, it is loss on revaluation. So this loss also will be divided among 3 partners in the old profit sharing ratio. So this revaluation account is very important, as ये revaluation account आपके admission, retirement में भी बनाया जाएगा. So after you have written the heading, under that write down meaning of revaluation account. Under that next line, the account which is prepared to record the revalued figures of assets and liabilities at the time of change in profit sharing ratio among the existing partners is known as revaluation account. Full stop. Next line. It is a nominal account and is also known as profit and loss adjustment account. After that, write down revaluation of assets and liabilities may be given effect to it in two different ways. Under that first one, when revised values are to be recorded in the books. Second one, when revised values are not to be recorded in the books. Leave a line and write down first one. When revised values are to be recorded in the books. Under that, write down journal entries. Following entries are passed for the purpose of revaluation. So we have first one, for decrease in value of assets. Under that, write down revaluation account debited to assets account. Second one, write down for increase in the value of assets. Under that, write down assets account debited to revaluation account. Next, write down the third one, for increase in value of liabilities. Under that, write down revaluation account debited to liabilities account. Last fourth one, for decrease in value of liabilities. Under that, write down liabilities account debited to revaluation account. Next, write down the fifth one. For recording unrecorded asset. Under that, write down unrecorded asset account debited to revaluation account. Write down the sixth one. For recording unrecorded liability. Under that, write down revaluation account debited to liability account. Next, write down the seventh one. For transferring profit revaluation account debited to old partners capital account. Last, write down the eighth one. For transferring loss old partners capital account debited to revaluation account. Clear? After this, write down format of revaluation account. have 4 columns. So it will be particulars, amount, particulars and amount. We have debit side, credit side. Our heading will be revaluation account. We have particulars, amount, particulars and amount. So first on the credit side we have by increase in value of assets, by decrease in value of liabilities, by unrecorded assets, by partners capital account in bracket loss on revaluation. On the debit side we have decrease in value of assets, then we have to increase in value of liability, then we have to unrecorded liabilities, and last we have to partners capital account in bracket profit on revaluation. Clear? So tomorrow onwards we will be starting the big problems, that is the full-fledged problems. So that's all for today. Thank you.